So look, you're here to make 100K days. And look, you're probably saying, whoa, Julian. Besides you being sexy as fuck, you're talking about 100K days? Yes, I'm talking about 100K days. 50K days. You know what I'm talking about? And for beginners like us, we would probably look at that and say, Julian, that is fucking impossible. There's no such thing in existence that fucking happens. Well, let me try to knock down a limiting belief and let me try to open your eyes. Let me grab you by the shoulders, okay? It is possible. People do it. It's fucking possible, okay? So, look, I'm not necessarily talking about, like actually 100K days, but I've learned something that when you find a winning product and you're building a winning store and maybe, be scaling it. I'm talking about big numbers, 10K, 20K, 30K days, like, pretty consistently, right? And how would you be able to achieve that? And, well, at the end of the day, it's thinking a bit logically, okay? You have to target a mass desire, okay? And that's a bit different from what I've talked about, like massive pain points. You have to target a mass desire. Now, what's a mass desire? Well, it's basically like, how can I explain it? Because I always look at things in problem solving, but like, when Donald Trump got shot, there was a mass desire to buy Donald Trump t-shirts. It doesn't solve a problem, but there's a mass desire behind it. It died very, very quickly, but just to say there's a mass desire. So, what's another example? I don't know, because usually you can always look at it as pain points, like gifting products. The problem you're solving is that person needs to get a gift for their partner or family, whatever. But to understand, in order for you to scale big days, at least 5-figure days, even potentially 6, you have to target a mass desire. Now, hopefully you can understand a bit of a difference. You can have a mass desire without solving a problem. But what are mass desires? Now, mass desires are obviously, in the broader perspective, health, wealth, and relationships. Those are the 3 mass desires. Now, if your product targets one of those, and so basically you have to understand that when you choose a product, I have there's like a mental checklist I have in my head. And one question that I always ask myself for this mass desire solution is, who wants my product? How many people want my product? Now, if you're selling just to moms, there is a big desire, but it's not a mass desire, right? Because obviously there are a lot of moms out there, but it's not like anyone could, get it, right? But what about, in wintertime when you sell heated gloves? That can go for both men, women, transgenders, transformers, monkeys, toasters, I don't know, whatever. But it can go to everyone. So, and the desire is that it's cold, right? So and now attached to the problem where, okay, the problem is my hands get cold in the winter, therefore I want to heated gloves to warm up my hands. But there's the mass desire that a lot of people, probably everyone, wants to keep their hands warm during the cold, because unfortunately we're not like any other animal where when the winter comes, we hibernate. We still got lives to do. We still got jobs to go. We still got gyms to go. We got places to be. So we end up, every human being ends up stepping out their house when it becomes cold. So this problem-solving product, or this product that targets a mass desire, could be sold to everyone. And that's where maybe it's a seasonal product, so it won't do well in the summer. But if you can find a winner during the winter time, during the seasonal time where it's trending, you can do 50K days, because there's so many people out there that want this product, right? And now you have to kind of find a middle, right? Because obviously I just mentioned to you probably one of the most saturated fucking products on the internet, okay, for winter. But there you go. The bigger the product falls into the mass desire, the more saturated it is. So, but there's a but. We gotta be smart with it. You gotta think about it, right? For an example, you can target a mass desire, and you can see, okay, the winter jacket sells, the heated gloves sell. But what's another product that not a lot of people are focusing on or haven't sold as much? There's not much competition on it, but yet still follows the same criteria, still has that mass desire. Maybe fucking heated socks, heated hat. I don't know, but you see, I'm not here to give you your $1 million idea, but basically I'm trying to make you understand the thought process of how I'm trying to look at things, right? Where if you want to make big money, even if it's a short period of time, even if it's a seasonal product and it'll die within a few months, but you see that you see all kinds of fucking people that do it on YouTube, right? They do like, oh, here's the winter jacket that I sold, and then they scaled it to like 500K in 3-4 months, right? I've seen so many of those. Although it dies, they made a good amount of fucking money because it just targets that mass desire. So now when you're choosing your future products, you would have to think about it. Will this product be able to be sold to the bigger people and the biggest amount of people? I mean, so not bigger like fatter people. And look, to be honest, it's not an end of the world. There's a lot of people that make good money with niche products, and technically, the more you niche down, the easier it is for you to sell, and that's just logic, right? So you always have to find like a middle. Or it's not even about like, sometimes you can do niche products, sometimes you can do mass desire products, but it's just basically understanding the product that you're about to test, so it can help with your marketing, it can help with your creatives. Because there are a lot of people that do like the niche down products, right? But don't think that you can scale to 50K days or 100K days, right? Like if you're selling to pregnant moms, there's a lot of pregnant moms, or like older moms, moms in general, there's a lot of moms. What about like, maybe let's change it up. Let's say you take the heated gloves and you want to niche down, and it could be a good move as well. But like, hey, you niched down, right? You took the heated gloves and said, this is for hockey players. Now, compared to the overall general population, through your marketing, the people that watch it will now be, oh, I'm a hockey player. I need this for hockey. But how many are those people compared to just people that just want their hands warm? Right? So it's kind of understanding this complex idea of mass desire. The bigger the audience, the more possible money that could be made, but the harder it may be. So now what should we do? Well, there's, again, not one answer. I've always explained that, and I'll tell you probably every fucking single video. There's not one single strategy, but it's just understanding it, okay? Because that could be a move as well. Everyone might be selling the heated gloves, so I'll niche down and maybe get the 5K days, the 10K days, and that's good enough money for me. Or maybe, and that's it. That's all, basically, but you have to understand, if the people that do these crazy days, if you ever wanted to experience that, right? Because one, usually they die quickly. Usually it's mass desires following seasonal trends. Those things are gonna like die within a few months. But what makes them so good, or what's the pro about that, is because it targets a mass desire, you can make a lot of money within the 3-4 months span. So again, understand that at the end of the day, maybe you can niche down to start testing and then maybe get broader and broader and broader. But at the end of the day, the broader you are, the more possible money you can make, the more pockets you can grab. And I believe you should be testing both. Maybe test broad at first. Say, everyone, here's my heated product. Okay. But now think about testing more niche down, like outdoor enthusiasts, like people that go hiking in the winter. I don't fucking know. Like, it's hard to come up with these on the spot, but at the end of the day, just understand the difference between mass desire, problem-solving products, and ask that question. Like, before you choose your next product, say, does this product have potential of targeting a mass desire? Can I make a lot of money, like big money with this? Because at the end of the day, you know, if you, again, there's people that have done it successfully, but they're capped to a certain, you have to look at the size of the market. When people focus just on golf, yeah, they might be making good money, but they probably won't be making 5 million yearly because they're only doing golf. Now, if they expand to other sports, now you're a sports brand. It's different, right? But I do think, though, that you might want to start smaller, because targeting a bigger market, a mass desire right away, leads to more competition, harder to market. So it probably is better to start smaller, then get bigger and bigger, broader and broader every time. But that's something that I've learned. And just update on your business. I'm launching a business tomorrow myself. Launching a business this weekend with partners. And I was actually making my own creatives. And I'll talk about creatives in another video. I have some things I can give that's pretty good. And it's funny as well. I have a story. But I'll leave that to the next video. Again, if you want to check it out, the community, Discord, check the link below. That's where all the fucking authentic killers are in here. We're building together. It's a G community. Check it out. I promise you, you won't regret it. And as always, I'll see you at the fucking top.